Hello there, folks. Hey, Joe was here today. Got me a question from a customer who has a series of bits in a word, a Modbus register, and they got to do some parsing. So they sent me this email, and they've got this register Modbus, and based on these different bit numbers, uh, they give a status. So the person's asking, is there a possible way that I could do this? There's a couple ways you can do it, and let me show you one idea here. So if I go over here to data tags, and this is the raw register. If it was mapped to Modbus, it would be mapped here, and I'd be off the races at mapped. But I'm going to, for this example, I'll make it just internal. And we're going to pretend that this is a decimal or a 16-bit register. So I'm going to go here to the Format tab, and I'm going to set some limits to the game right now, which is 0 to 65,535, which is 16-bit, or FFFF, all hex if everything's on. Perfect. So that's my pretend raw register that's coming in. I'm going to go ahead and create another new tag here, and I'm going to call this one, let's call this one raw register. We'll call this one binary. And this one is going to be the binary representation of this guy. So what I'm going to do on this one is on the data tab for this guy. Notice I'm on the data tab here. Of course, this part will get refreshed. If I click around, then come back, this will eventually get refreshed to show the right name. But raw register binary, now I want to make this guy equal to this one. So over here on the right side of Crimson, I'm going to grab the raw register decimal and just drag that guy out here right here, and boom, drop it right here. Notice this guy turned yellow because this became a very simple formula tag equal to this one. However, on the binary one, I want to make that a binary representation of the decimal one. So I'm going to go here to the Format tab, and on the Format tab down here, I'm going to click the Pick button. I'm going to select Numeric for my options, click OK, and then once I do that down here, team, I can select this to be a binary. It's a 16-bit, so I'm going to make this not 5, but 16. And then I like to take advantage of this group digits. This is kind of cool because it'll group everything in a nibble. 4 bits, 4 bits, 4 bits, 4 bits, 4 bits is 16. So anyway, that should do that. So now if I go over here to display pages, this is the project here. I've already got the raw decimal on here set for data entry, so I can use that to play around. I'm going to drag this guy out here like this. Notice it brought it out in sections of 4. That's what I wanted to see. Let me go ahead and make this guy be a little bigger, like that. And we'll leave it like that, so forth from here. Yeah, let's go back here to data tags now. And if I want to look at a certain bit in that thing, I'm going to go ahead and hit the pull down and choose a flag tag. So flag tag is binary on off. And I'm going to use this guy and tie it to this one. So over here on the right side, I'm going to grab binary and drag it, boom, right here. Notice, team, when you do that, you get treat as unsigned integer here. If I hit the pull down here, I can choose bit array, little Indian or big Indian. The difference between the little Indian and big Indian is what bit is first. So if I do bit array little Indian, that means bit 0 would be first in the train coming in. If I did bit array big Indian, that would mean bit 15 would be first. A little bit of Motorola versus Intel challenge there. But anyway, we'll leave this here. Notice now that I can switch the bit number. Well, I'm going to look at bit 0. Let me go back to display page because that'll tell me what I'm looking at. Bit 0 apparently means selected. So if I go back to here and I'll click on this, and I'll make this selected. That's what it was. Okay. So now I'm going to go do the next one. I'll be honest with you, I think the easiest way to do this would be to right click and copy this, and right click and do a paste. I think, I tried this earlier, I think if you do a smart duplicate, it actually duplicates this linking, and I didn't want that. I don't want this. So I'm going to prefer that you right click on it, do copy, and then right click and do paste. Now notice I want the next one to be bit number 1, because according to the rules, bit number 1 is stable. Oh, yeah. So go back to here. We'll change the name of this one to stable. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and right-click on this guy and do a copy again. Then go ahead and right-click on the same place and do a paste. Go back to here. And now bit number 2 is empty. So I'll change the name of this one to empty. Oops. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video here a little bit. I'll put all these in, and we'll speed this up and then slow it back down when I'm done. All right, so I think we've got all the tags. I named them all the same. Notice something here just to double check. This is bit 0. I'm looking at this part right here. This one's bit 0. Hit the tab or the down arrow on my keyboard. Bit number 1, beautiful. Bit number 2, perfect. Bit number 3, awesome. Bit number 4, oh, cool. Wow. 6, awesome. 7, 8, 9. Oops. What happened to number 9? Let me look back here. I missed number 9? Yeah, oh yeah. So this is supposed to be number 9, not number 10. Okay. All right, so that takes care of all those. Then I'm going to go over here to the display page. I'm going to move this up just a little bit. Maybe we'll move this guy up a little bit too so we can play. And I'm going to go ahead and click on each one of these. I'm going to highlight the top one, hold the shift button down, hit the last one. It'll drag out the whole enchilada like this. Make this just a little bigger like that. One more thing I wanted to add. Since I'm doing bit array little endian, that means this guy is going to be bit 0 and this one's going to be bit number 15. So I'm going to do something a little unique here, team. I'm going to go over here to primitives just to help people see this. I'm going to, in the core primitives, I'm going to grab this box out here. You don't need to do this, but I just want to help. So I'm going to change the name of this text. Oops, I didn't mean delete. Let me right click here and go properties. I'm going to change the name of the text here. I deleted. I think you can right click and add to that text. Yeah. All right. So let me just put some crap in here. Hold on. All right, so I want this to say bit 0, and I want the 0 to be under this. So I'm going to use the pipe character, which is shift and a straight up and down character right above my enter key of mine. And I'll put a bit 0 like that. It kind of blocks it out here because I have the background is white. That's why you don't see it. So I'll change the text, not background, but the text color to black. Boom. And now if I make this guy a little bigger, perfect. So that is bit 0 right there. Okay. And let me copy this guy, and I'll do a paste. Of course, it pasted somewhere there. This one over here is going to be bit number 15. So if I just go in here and just put a 15, that's going to be bit 15 right there. This is bit 0. Do I have these lined up? Yeah, okay. All right, so let's save this, team. Let's download and see if it works. So here, I got it working here. Let's see if it pops up here. Okay, so I was playing with it earlier. I put a 7 there. If I put 0, notice everything's off. If I change this to 1, that should turn bit 0 to 1 or off. That's perfect. Hey, if I put in a 2, well, notice the next one goes on. If I put in a 4, hey, look at there. You can see it right here. How about a 6? Well, 6 not, yeah, I'll throw a 6 in since I said it. 6 is not really the next number. It would be 8. Remember, it's all binary. So this is be number bit number 8. And then, of course, you got after 8 would be 16 and so forth, and up to. Anyway, the beauty to this now is any of those bits, or as the person says, there's a combination. They could have stable on and something else. So if I put 7 in here, for instance, you can see selected, stable, and empties on. The rest are off. So that should cover one way to do this. Another way you could have did this was make a formula and it with a particular bit that you're looking for and kind of parse it out that way. But I think this works out pretty good. Anyway, just thought I'd show another video of BitWise Parsing. I believe I have a couple of videos of this on my YouTube channel as well. But thanks a lot, team. Have a great day. If you want to copy this database, send me a note. I'll send it to you. See you.